Chapter 2 Remix is finally here, guys, but today we are looking at 22 Fortnite combo streamers main. This is going to be the list of the 22 best players in the world, and of course some of the most popular streamers as well, and the combos that they have been using in Chapter 2 Remix, and of course potentially into Chapter 6 as well. Make sure you guys watch this entire video because there are going to be some surprises in here, and I'm sure none of you are using the number 5 combo, so make sure you stick around to see what that is. But let's just get straight into it, guys, and we're starting off with ISO, and we are pairing this with the Icebreaker. Now in the past this has actually been mained by Malabuka, but right now I feel like this is actually mained by Pollo. Pollo was the old duo that paired with Peterbot, and they ended up winning 3 FNCS championships in a row. Pollo is one of the best players in the world. He is still so underrated as well because he doesn't really stream or upload that much, but I feel like this is definitely one of the cleanest combos, and we had to bring attention to this because if you want to use a combo that one of the best players in the world is using, then this is definitely one of them. I feel like ISO is such an underrated skin as well. Usually we have seen casual players using this, and a lot of pros and streamers do prefer to use the more simplistic skins in the game, so it is cool to see something like ISO actually becoming a little bit more popular because this is a lot brighter and more colorful than some of the other skins. Not too many other people are really maining this today, so if you guys do like the way this looks, make sure to pick it up the next time it's in the store. But that takes us forward, guys, to the number 21 position, and we have Serenade, and we are pairing this with the Icebreaker. This is actually a combo that Booga has been using in Chapter 2 Remix. I feel like Serenade has actually started to gain some popularity again over the last few weeks, which is really interesting because this was never really one of the more popular skins that we had. It was actually a starter pack skin as well, so no one was really using this when it first got added, and it probably won't be added back to the store anytime soon. I still love the design of this. I feel like some more edit styles would definitely improve this a bunch, just to change around the glowing colors on this, but the Icebreaker is definitely one of the best pickaxes for this because not only does it fit in with the theme of this, but it's going to work in with pretty much every other single skin that you own outside of Serenade. So even if you guys don't like the way this skin looks, chances are you are going to like the way this pickaxe looks, and of course you can use it with your favorite skins. Since this won't be returning to the store though, we may as well move on to another combo that probably won't be added back anytime soon, and this is Eevee, and we're pairing this with the Scully Scepter. This has actually been mained by Noah W Plays. I've always been a big fan of Eevee. A lot of people actually thought this is going to be the next FNCS skin that was added to the game, but luckily they decided to add this to a battle pass, so you guys could actually get this for 950 V-Bucks. Obviously that does mean that this was very popular back during Chapter 3 when it was introduced, but we haven't really seen too many people using it since then, which I feel like is why this is so underrated today. I love this a lot though. I feel like this is easily one of the best battle pass skins we have ever seen as well. It is very tryhard, but just so underrated at the moment, so I thought we had to include it in this video. Noah W Plays seems to use the Scully Scepter with pretty much everything as well. I really do like this pickaxe, and it basically is a remake of the Star 1. So that takes us forward, guys, and next up we have Lachlan, and we are pairing this with the Power Slicers. I'm sure you guys can guess who mains this combo because it is Lachlan. This is his Icon Series items, so it makes sense that he's still using these today. He has had his Icon Series skin in Fortnite for a while now. He is one of the only pros though that I feel like still uses his Icon Series skin pretty much every single day. There are some other pros like Loser Fruit and of course Nick A30 as well that do use it all the time, but I feel like there are so many other pros as well that have Icon Series skins in Fortnite and just never use them, so it is really cool to see Lachlan using them. I did think during Chapter 2 Remix though he might go back to use some of the older items that he did used to use in the past, like Codename Elf, but that hasn't happened just yet, but we might see that as the season progresses. The Power Slicers might not be the best pickaxes in the game. We just don't really see too many other people using dual-wielded pickaxes, but if you guys do like these, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. And that takes us forward, guys, and next up we have to talk about the Surf Witch, and of course the Axe of Champions 2.0 as well. This has actually been mained by Halo, but so many other pros and streamers are using the Surf Witch. This is easily one of the best skins that we have ever had in Fortnite. It is going to be remade this season as well with the Hexed Haze skin that could be coming out any day now, which is so exciting. I feel like the Surf Witch definitely deserves an edit style. I'm sort of surprised we haven't actually seen an edit style for this for such a long time, and since this was first introduced back during Chapter 2 to celebrate a summer update, I feel like now is the perfect time for Fortnite to remake this skin and just improve it a bunch. The Axe of Champions 2.0 is obviously one of the most most tryhard pickaxes, so we just had to include these items together. But that takes us forward to one of the more underrated combos in the game, and this is going to be Satoru, and we are pairing this with the Fiendish Wand. This is actually being mained by Ninja. He's been using this in Chapter 2 Remix so far, and I am so happy about that. Satoru, along with a lot of the other anime collabs, never really get the popularity that they deserve, and I feel like there are so many pros and streamers that never really use them either, so it is really cool to see Ninja, one of the first ever big pros and streamers in the world of Fortnite, actually using this. I love the way it looks. It is such a clean skin, and I feel like this is only going to get more popular in the future. The Fiendish Wand is obviously a really clean pickaxe. This is basically a free remake of the Star Wand, just made for the Halloween update, and we have no idea if this is ever going to be added back to the store, but hopefully it does. That takes us forward, guys, to the number 15 position, and we have Focus, and we are pairing this with the Star Wand. For this, we are actually using Reed's combo, which is the OG style of Focus. It is really up to you guys on which one you want to use. They look so similar, and you can get this skin for only 1,200 V-Bucks. I feel like the Star Wand is a combo that Reed has been using for such a long time. This is definitely a pickaxe that fits in so well with the Focus skin, and it is going to work regardless of which edit style you end up using. Reed does change his skins around quite a bit now, but Focus was one of those skins that was really known as a controller-only skin a few seasons ago. We only ever saw controller pros and streamers maining this, but now I feel like a bunch of PC players as well have been using this skin. So if you guys are on PC and a fan of Reed, then you definitely can be using this combo today. If you guys do want to change around the edit styles of Focus though, and use the newer edit style and pair it with the driver, then this is actually a combo that Moneymaker has been maining. I feel like Moneymaker is definitely one of those pros that doesn't really get talked about enough. He is such a good controller player, and I feel like whatever skins he ends up using usually become quite popular and tryhard. We have actually seen him using a bunch of different meme skins as well, like Diamond Hans, but for right now, Focus and the driver is his go-to combo. I really like this a lot. I feel like it is such a clean combo. It is only going to get better in the future as well, because this could definitely get some more edit styles, but we're just going to have to wait and see. Let's move on though to one combo that I think is even better, and this is going to be Midas with the Gold Crow. Now, we have seen so many people using Midas in the past, but at the moment, this is actually Kanata's main combo. I feel like this might just be for Chapter 2 Remix, because Midas was probably the most famous Chapter 2 skin in the history of the game. It has definitely been one of the best Battle Pass skins as well. I'm sort of surprised they haven't remade this skin for Chapter 2 Remix. Obviously, we do have Meowdus, but I still feel like an OG Midas remake should have been something that does end up happening. We could always see one for Winterfest as well, because that seems to be like the only holiday that Midas hasn't had a skin for, so I'm really excited to see if that does end up happening. Midas obviously has the really cool built-in feature where this actually becomes more golden the more eliminations you get. This is something that a lot of pros and streamers do use because they want to flex how many eliminations they are getting in tournaments, but if you guys don't really want to use this feature, then you can just use the default skin or the shadow or ghost edit style depending on which one you unlock. That takes us forward, guys, and we need to talk about Snoop Dogg and of course the X of Champions 2.0 as well. This combo is actually being used by Typical Gamer, and even though this is definitely his main combo at the moment, I feel like by the time you guys are watching this video, he's probably already started using a different combo. Typical Gamer uses almost every single skin that has ever been added to the game. It is kind of insane how many skins he actually owns. There are probably only 10 skins that he actually does not have in his account, which is just insane to think about. The same goes for his pickaxes as well, but I feel like since the X of Champions 2.0 is only given out to the best of the best players, and now that it has featured in the item shop, this is something that he has been using a lot. I do like this combo. I feel like Snoop Dogg has to be one of the coolest skins that we have seen this season, but we did see Eminem being added, and of course some other rappers and music artists being added towards the end of Chapter 2 Remix, so it is going to be really interesting to see what combo he does use over the next few weeks. That takes us forward, guys, to the number 12 position, and we have Spiderwoman, and we are pairing this with the X of Champions 2.0. This is actually a combo that Frantic has been maining in Chapter 2 Remix. I'm a big fan of this. Spiderwoman is one of the more unique and underrated skins that we have seen this season. I feel like it is so rare that we see pros and streamers actually using the Marvel items that we have in the game. None of the Marvel skins or pickaxes really stay that popular, but I love the way this looks. What makes this even more unique as well is it isn't necessarily one of the big Marvel characters that has featured in a bunch of movies or TV shows, but rather one that has just featured in the comics. This makes it even more interesting, and pairing pairing it with a pickaxe like the Axe of Champions, which maybe necessarily doesn't fit in with the color theme of this combo, but is instead just being used because of how try-hard this actually is, just makes this combo even better, and I feel like helps Frantic stand out a lot more. This is definitely one of those skins though that you want to use if you want to try and stand out as much as possible, and for that reason I'm a big fan of this. Speaking of Eminem though, we may as well move on to Rap Boy Reloaded, and we are pairing this with the Icebreaker. We have seen quite a few different pros using this, but I feel like Blake is maining it this season. Rap Boy Reloaded is basically the second style of Eminem that has been added to the game. We have seen quite a few Eminem and music artists being added over the last few seasons, and we will see even more this season being added as well, with Ice Spice being added, and of course Juice WRLD also being added towards the end of the season. It seems like these are going to be part of a major final event towards the end of the season, which is so exciting. I feel like this Eminem skin though is so much better than the originals that we had added to the game. No one really ended up using those skins, which was kind of disappointing considering how popular Eminem actually is. So I feel like they did a really good job with the Rap Boy Reloaded, because both edit styles for this skin are incredible. I feel like the Icebreaker is a very good pickaxe for this as well, but personally I feel like the Harley Hitter might just have been a little bit better, and that is probably the combo that I would have ended up using. That takes us forward guys, and next up we need to talk about Focus, and of course the Royal Naboo Staff. Now this is the third time that we are mentioning Focus in this video, so it is clearly one of the more popular skins, but lately we have actually seen Malabuka maining this. Now this is surprising because Malabuka in the past has used some of the biggest meme skins, along with some of the biggest and brightest skins as well, including ISO, so it is sort of interesting to see him changing this up so much and using just one of the more traditional tryhard skins that we do have in the game. Still though, Focus has been a really good skin. We don't really need to talk about it too much anymore, so what I want to focus on with this combo is actually the Royal Naboo Staff. This is a Star Wars pickaxe. No one else really uses Star Wars items in Fortnite, let alone the Star Wars pickaxes. I really like this though. I feel like it fits in with the theme of this combo. It is definitely one of the coolest Star Wars pickaxes that we have seen, but again, this never really got the popularity that it deserved, and I guess none of the Star Wars items have. So if you guys are a fan of this and a fan of the Star Wars series, then you definitely need to start using this combo today. Speaking of Star Wars though, we may as well move on to our next combo, and this is Padme, and we are pairing this with the Crowbar. We have actually seen Clix using this combo this season. He's mostly been using it in trios when he is playing scrims or in tournaments, but I feel like this is such a cool combo, and it's just really cool to see one of the best players in the world and one of the biggest streamers actually using a Star Wars skin. I've always been a fan of Padme. I feel like some of the other Star Wars skins are just so incredible and underrated as well, so hopefully if Clix does continue to use this, we will only see the popularity for this growing. The Crowbar is going to fit in with the color style of this combo. It is going to make it so try hard as well, so if you are looking for a brand new collab combo to use this season, this will definitely be one of the best. Let's move on guys to another combo that is including the Crowbar, and we are pairing Spycatcher Siren with the Crowbar pickaxe. This combo is actually being mained by Somerset, and this is really interesting because Spycatcher Siren is one of those skins that has never really been that popular in the past. Obviously it is a remake of one of the most iconic skins in the history of the game, which is Siren, so it's no surprise that this is one of the best remakes that we have seen, but I'm surprised it has taken this long. I mean, Spycatcher Siren was first added to the game back during Chapter 3 in the Agency Renegades bundle, and you could pick this up for around $20, so it has taken a really long time for people to start using this skin, but it is definitely one of the coolest in the game. I feel like it would be a lot better today if this was just an edit style for the original Siren skin, but obviously that isn't going to be changing anytime soon. The Crowbar again does fit in with this perfectly, so if you were lucky enough to get this for free, then this is definitely one of the best pickaxes that you can end up using. Let's move on guys, and next up we have Undercover Sky, and we are pairing this with the A Crown. This has only been mained by Nick A30 in Chapter 2 Remix. Obviously he does use his Icon series skin all the time as well, so we could always swap out Undercover Sky for the Nick A30 skin, but at the moment, since the Battle Pass has just been introduced, and since this chapter or this season is really only for another week or so, I feel like we just may as well include one of the skins that he has been using since this season was introduced. This skin is so sick though. I do really like the way it looks. I feel like it is going to be one of the more underrated Battle Pass skins that we do see, just because the other skins have been so good. So if you guys do like the other skins, let me know. But if you are a fan of Undercover Sky, then you have to go down and hit the like and subscribe. The other cool thing about this as well is that you can actually end up using this as a try try-hard combo if you want by taking the Guff head off, or you can use it as a meme combo by continuing to use that Guff head. It is completely up to you, and I feel like that is so cool about this skin. That takes us forward, guys, to the number 6 position, and we have Dark Ruby, and we are pairing this with the Dark Slicer. This is actually a combo that Cypher has been maining this season. Cypher isn't necessarily one pro that changes around his skin or his combo that often, so I'm surprised that he has been using Dark Ruby in Chapter 2 Remix. I really like this a lot. I'm a huge fan of this, and I just feel like this skin is only going to get better in the future, especially as this does feature in the store more and more often. I feel like it would have been perfect if it was actually added for the Fortnite Mares update, but obviously we did get it at the start of Chapter 2 Remix, and I still feel like it is so good. The design for this was really clean, but the pickaxe is probably where this combo is let down, and if I was using this, I would probably swap out something like the Dark Slicer for the Star Wand pickaxe instead. But that takes us forward, guys, to a combo that I'm sure you have never used before, and this is going to be the Terminator, and we're pairing this with the Icebreaker. This is actually being used by Peterbot in Chapter 2 Remix, and of course during Chapter 5 as well. We talked about Poyo, Peterbot's duo earlier on in this video, but Peterbot is also a 3 times FNCS winner. They have won 3 FNCS tournaments in a row, including the Globals that took place last season. I feel like whatever skin he ends up using is going to be quite tryhard and popular, but I'm definitely surprised that he has been using the Terminator skin quite a bit. I never thought this skin would become popular at all, so it is really cool to see him actually using this. I do like it a lot. I feel like the Icebreaker fits in with this perfectly, and if you do want to make this your own, you could always use the actual Terminator skin as opposed to the human edit style of the Terminator. It probably won't be that tryhard though moving forward, especially if Peterbot stops using it, so let's move on to another combo that is going to be very tryhard, and this is the Chaos Director, and we're pairing it with the Combat Knife. This is actually a combo that Courage JD has been using along with so many other pros and streamers. This is one of my favorite skins that we have seen in Chapter 2 Remix. I feel like this is the best Battle Pass skin that we actually have, and there are 3 different edit styles for this now in the game. We have the default white and black edit styles added with the default pass, and then in the additional rewards you can sort of unlock a goo edit style, which is really interesting. Maybe not the most popular style, but definitely one of the coolest in the game. The Combat Knife is going to fit in with basically every single edit style of this that you use as well, so it is completely up to you guys on which one you prefer out of the edit styles, but honestly I feel like you cannot go wrong with any of them. Let's move forward, guys. Next up we have Snoop Dogg, and we are pairing this with the Rainbow Clover backbling and then the Icebreaker pickaxe. Yes guys, we are finally talking about a backbling, and this combo has been named by Mongraal. This shouldn't surprise anyone. Mongraal has always been a big fan of backblings in the past, so I'm not surprised he is using them in Chapter 2 Remix as well. We have actually seen him going back to using some of his most OG and iconic combos in the past. I feel like we saw Dynamo at the start of Chapter 2 Remix, but lately Snoop Dogg has definitely been his go-to skin. This is just so clean. I feel like the design of Snoop Dogg makes it one of the best skins that we are ever going to see in Fortnite, let alone just for this chapter, and of course this season as well. So let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below, but you can always use it without a backbling, and honestly I just feel like fans of Mongraal are going to be using this a bunch. Let's move on, guys, to another male combo, and this is Travis Scott, and we are pairing this with the Harley Hitter. I'm sure you guys can figure out who mains this combo, but it is going to be Mr. Savage. He is one of the biggest pros in the world today, and he still uses male skins all the time, so this definitely shouldn't be a shock to anyone. I'm still a big fan of this, though. This is actually one of the rarest skins that we have in the game now, because it has only featured in the store once, and that was back during Chapter 2 Season 2. It would have been really cool to see this returning in some way, especially if we are having a major concert towards the end of the season to move into Chapter 6, so we're just going to have to wait and see if that does actually happen. But let's move on, guys, and we need to talk about Aura and of course the Star Wand. This is being used by one of the biggest streamers in the world today, and this is Clix. Now we have actually used Clix twice in this video, but I just feel like he's such a big and influential pro that we had to include 2 combos. He's definitely one of the biggest and best pros in the world, still playing the game today, and he has just been streaming for basically a week straight with so many different skins being used, but one that always seemed to feature was Aura. I really like this a lot. I feel like Aura is easily one of the coolest skins that we have in the game. It is perfect for casual players, it is perfect for pros as well, so I feel like this is one of those skins that is going to be timeless and always going to be quite popular as well. The Star Wand is going to fit in with this perfectly, so we're again, it is the best combo for you guys to use today. But there you guys go, that is my video for 22 combos Fortnite Pros main. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know which item is your favorite, and of course which combo as well. But there you guys go, that is my entire video, and I'll see you all next time.